Well, top sources in the army have told headlines today that top Lashkar-e-Toiba commanders who were part of an infiltration party were engaged by an army unit in Zalura area of Kupwara over the weekend, but they managed to break the cordon and escape back across the LOC into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Let's in fact go across to Shiv Arur, who has more details. Shiv, what is it that you're learning?
Ruchika, this is an operation that took place between Friday and Saturday in the Zalura area of Kupwara, which, as you know, has seen 3 different encounters with terrorists, in which, 2 Jawans have lost their lives, 4 terrorists were killed, as we reported. But in this particular operation, military intelligence sources are telling us that Abu Saad and Saifullah, who are 2 very senior Lashkar-e-Toiba commanders, are understood to have actually been part of an infiltration party that was surrounded by the army's unit in the Zalura forest. But after a very tense encounter, a firefight, and a search and cordon operation, the army regretted to reveal to us that both of these people are likely to have escaped back across the LOC into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. But it set alarm bells ringing because the fact that very senior LET commanders being part of an infiltration party usually indicates that there's something larger at play, perhaps a larger attack. The fact that their seniority and experience is required in the valley means that there's something much larger at play, and the fact that the both of them tried to infiltrate and were unsuccessful is pretty clear, and an indication that they will try a re-infiltration attempt very soon, either in the same sector or somewhere else. The army is looking out for that very, very closely. There have been infiltrations in the past where you have medium to senior level LET members coming in, but here you've got 2, Abu Saad as well as Saifullah, who the army has been hunting for quite a long time now. They've tried to use human intelligence to try and locate him because he's been into the valley before, but this time they lost him. They're on their guard right now, and they're going to try and make sure they get him the next time they infiltrate.
Right, Shiv, and of course there was a tunnel that was discovered just last week by the army, which was perhaps being used by some of these infiltrators, and also the presence of some of these LET militants very close to the border area is something that has raised the alarm. So clearly, as we look at elections in Jammu Kashmir at the end of this year, we are going to see several such infiltration bids.
That's right, Ruchika. The elections in Kashmir are definitely one of the targets as far as terrorists from Kashmir is concerned. The tunnel that you mentioned, which was found in the Akhnur area, a 50-meter long tunnel straddling the line of control, has very deeply alarmed the army because it's the first time they've found a nearly fully functional tunnel that could have been used, very much like the tunnel that the Israeli forces are finding in Gaza. So at this point of time, the army is not only looking for other tunnels because these tunnels are very well concealed. They also have to face the prospect of infiltrations already having happened through these tunnels, in which case, it's a much more dangerous situation.
Right.
But on at least 6 points along the LOC, they've been identified by military intelligence and the Indian Army as high-risk areas. These include Poonch, they include Kupwara, Keren sector, as very high-risk areas in terms of infiltration. So reinforcements are being sent to these 6 areas. We won't reveal the names of the others because that's of course classified information. But infiltration expected at 6 different points right now because there's a sort of desperation for the Lashkar and the Pakistan Army to get terrorists into the Kashmir Valley.
Shiv Arur, many thanks for joining us.